Hey y'all, it's your girl jettajaye and I'm back with another video for y'all.
Go to the Drake, whatever they gonna play. It's live and niggas won't take. Hey, I'm having my way. Say I ain't having this way. Say I ain't having this way.
So today, as you can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about the time I had a terrible braiding experience. Absolutely awful, 0 out of 10, would not recommend. But of course, you already know, before we get into the story, you need to stop everything you're doing and go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you hit that bell notification so that you're updated every time I upload. To start this story off, y'all know I gotta go back to the beginning. So this was a few years ago. I never remember the complete date of anything. I just know like kind of the time frame. Don't smoke, y'all. I can't remember shit. But I do know for sure, like, this was freshman or sophomore year. I know for sure I was in college when this was going on. So just to kind of give you a time frame of when this went down. Now, first things first, I've never been one to get my hair braided in my hometown. Like, where I'm from, it's big, so they say, but it's really little. So there's not really that many people to choose from when it comes to getting your hair done. Like, unless you have some people in your family who know how to do hair, finding like a stylist that you would see like blowing up on IG, you're just not gonna find that here. Like, you have to go out of town to get a style that's like really new and popping. I mean, not to say box braids are new and popping, but you know, like just the way they're done and how nicely they look, like you're gonna have to go somewhere else to find that here. My bad, I dropped my page. I got some little notes so I don't miss anything, but we're back to the story. So yeah, like I was saying, in my town, there's not really that many stylists to choose from. And yeah, so I'm used to going out of town to get my hair braided. I would always go to Indy to get box braids just because, I mean, I went to school there for 4 years. So there were a lot of African braiding shops, and I knew for sure they were always gonna have my hair looking fresh, like clean, like it's just neat. I love how they do braids. So I always, if I can, I will literally drive 2+ hours to Indy if I'm not there to get my hair braided. I do not care. And this is one of the reasons why I will continue to drive 2 hours. I literally refuse to pay anybody to fuck up my hair when I can do that on my own. Like, from a very early age, I realized I'm gonna have to start making it do what it do with my hair, because you can't depend on nobody else to do your hair, whether they're in the salon, working out their house. Like, you really have to be careful with people touching your hair. If I can do it on my own, I'm definitely gonna try before I hit up somebody else to do my hair. So with that being said, as embarrassing as it is, I am a black woman who does not know how to fucking braid. I know how to do like plaits, but like some box braids or like braid on the scalp, no. First of all, box braids, I don't have the patience for that. Braiding on the scalp's too damn hard. Y'all can have that. I will pay y'all for that. That's the one thing I will pay y'all for. I can do some little plaits to throw up under a wig and call it a day. But if it's gonna be like worn out, one of y'all gonna have to do that for me. Like I said, with me being in college, I was used to always just going to the African hair braiders and getting my hair done. But of course, this time I couldn't, which led me to the story time. So this was like, I wanna say, this was in July, for sure. And it was like a week before I was supposed to go out of town for my old friend's birthday party, which I always say, different story time for a different day, but I got stranded in some more shit. But this said friend's birthday party. So literally this hair incident happened right before this birthday party disaster. So honestly, the hair should have told me all I needed to know. I didn't need to go. I needed to stay my ass home, but no, I still went with this raggedy ass hair out of town to look like a dumbass. Different story for a different day, y'all. I was at home during this time. It was summer break, because of course it was July. So I had to have a job. My grandparents did not play about me having a job when I came home from college. Like, every college break, I had a job that was making me some money. I honestly do appreciate it, because now your girl's living comfortably. But like, at the time, damn, ain't nobody trying to work and have responsibilities. I'm trying to run around and be a hoe for the summer. Like, what? But no, so I had a job. I was working at Chipotle. Again, different story, different day, raggedy ass job. That was one of my favorite jobs. Let me not even lie. Like, it was messy, but it was fun. It was cool because everybody was like around the same age, but that's neither here nor there. So anyways, I'm working at Chipotle. It's over the summer. So of course, they're stingy as hell with letting us off because there's not that many people working there. So I couldn't get off, of course. So like a week before my old friend's birthday party, I decided that I was gonna have to get some braids locally. So I got on Facebook, of course, and I had kind of already seen this girl's work, but I went to go look at her page again anyways. She had a lot of clientele. I was always seeing people like tag her saying that she did their braids. So I was like, okay, she has a lot of clientele. The pictures look okay. Like, obviously it's not as good as what I'm usually getting, but like, it's decent. It's something you can work with. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be decent enough for me to wear out of town for a week, whatever. So I go on her page or whatever, I'm looking at the hair and I'm like, okay, this looks decent. Of course, these bitches don't post all the pictures of people's heads they do. They post the best heads they do, and that's what gets you. Y'all need to post all the heads. If you don't post every head, you don't need to post none, because y'all be false advertising as fuck. And that pisses me off. Like I said, the pictures were decent, whatever. So first mistake was when I messaged her to set up an appointment, I had to text her phone, and that's already giving red flag to me. Why am I texting your phone? Like, you should have a booking website, especially if you have all this clientele. Like, I just feel like it's more professional to have something that we can just go online and put in our information. Like, why am I texting you? I don't know you. I'm just sending you my name. Like, I could literally be anybody. I'm just texting you for an appointment. Like, that's crazy to me. Okay, so this is editing Jetta coming in, and I just want to say that when y'all don't have them booking sites, we definitely know it's because you're giving people different prices and you're not slick, okay? At the time, I wasn't thinking anything of it. I'm just like, well, she don't want to make a booking website, whatever. So I'm texting her, whatever. I think I sent her a picture of like some medium box braids that I wanted. And then she was like, okay, cool. You can do this date, this time. I'm like, okay. This was like 2 days. I really want to say a day before I was getting ready to go out of town, but we'll say 2 days. I don't know. But this is real close to where I was getting ready to go out of town, which my mistake, because why am I getting my hair done like 2 days or a day before I'm getting ready to go out of town? I have no time to fix my hair if anything goes wrong. Like, I literally just have to keep this bullshit on my head because it's too fucking late. So that's what happened. I wake up in the morning, I'm, getting excited because I'm like, she has all this clientele. I keep telling myself this, like, there's no way she has all this clientele and my hair is gonna look like bullshit. Like, the pictures look okay. I'm good, I'm Gucci. So another mistake I made was I never asked this girl how much the braids were gonna be, but like, I'm going to the Africans and getting hair down to my ass for $180, and it's neat and it looks perfect. So like, you shouldn't be no more than that, So I think I brought like $180, like what the Africans would charge, even though you should be way less than that. But because I'd be having 2 people working on my hair for $180. But yeah, I brought like $180, $200, just because I'd rather have enough money or more than not enough. So like I said, put the address on the GPS because she sent it to me in the morning, and I'm on my way to go get my hair done. And I think I had to buy the hair too. Like, the whole thing was just some bullshit. Like, honestly, the whole situation was just bullshit. So I head over there or whatever. Red flag number 2, she's working out of her house. Don't get offended, hairstylist, if you work out of your house. But if you work out of your house, I feel like y'all should be letting people know that. Like, I don't want to be thinking that I'm going to a shop because of how your pictures are portrayed, like the background, and I'm coming to your house. Like, I don't know. I'm not a house call girl. I'd rather be at the salon. But I mean, shit, it's already too late. Like I said, it's 2 days till I'm getting ready to go out of town. This hair is getting ready to be done, whether I'm in her house or whoever. I'm going through the neighborhood and it's already getting a little scary. It's getting a little south side of town. I'm not from over there, y'all. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's getting a little scary. So I pull up to the house and I'm telling y'all, like, this house is beat down. Like, it's beat the fuck down. Like, it's giving trap house vibes. So I'm just like, am I at the right house? Like, this can't be it. This doesn't, like, it didn't even look like anybody lived there. Like, I promise y'all, it was so beat up. But then again, I am from like an old white people neighborhood. Like, there's not really no rundown houses where I live at. So I'm not used to seeing stuff like this. I be acting like I'm literally in like a whole foreign land, but seriously, like, no, I don't be out and about like that. So that was a little scary. That was a red flag. I'm pulling up at your house and it looks like nobody lives here. So I text her and I'm like, hey, I think I'm outside. So she's like, okay, come up to the door. You should have came to the door and let me in. Like, you should have been sitting at the door waiting for me. I get out the car, whatever. I'm looking around and shit. I lock my car door and I walk up to the door. So I knock, and why does it take her a little bit to come to the door? I should have fucking left. Like, it literally took her a little minute to get to the door. And I'm just like, girl, I just texted you and told you I was outside. Like, you should have been at the door ready to open it up, or you should have had the shit unlocked so I could come in. Why am I sitting out here waiting on you? You just told me come to the door. So while I'm waiting out there, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I must not be at the right house because I literally just texted you, girl. Like, where the fuck are you at? In my head, I'm like, I'm ready to leave. Like, I don't think this is the right house. She finally comes and she opens the door. So she opens the door and I go in there, and I know I was looking crazy. I was just like looking around trying to see, because like the outside, I promise y'all, it did not look like anybody lived there. Like, it, no. I got in there and there's like a couch. There's like a living room and a couch. And then she's got another room to the side where she's got like a mirror, her hair supplies, and like a chair. So she tells me, we're talking or whatever. I'm like, hey, good morning, whatever. So she tells me I can go sit in the chair. So I go sit in the chair, and like I hear kids running around and shit. There's somebody sleeping on the couch. One of the babies comes into the room I'm in, is looking at me like, who the fuck are you and why are you in here? So as y'all know, I'm very, very ready to go. If I wasn't in a trap house, like, the kids are enough. Kids are cute, but they start to get on your nerves. Like, I don't know if your kids are well behaved, okay, but some of y'all kids, I don't see how y'all go to work and come home to kids. But hey, more power to y'all. That is not for the weak, and I am weak. So anyways, the baby comes in looking at me. I'm looking at the baby. She's talking to the person on the couch. Well, no, the person on the couch was still asleep at this point, but they did wake up later. She comes in and she's like getting the hair ready and all this stuff, splitting up the braiding hair. And speaking of hair, y'all, how are we feeling about the buns? It's giving me Xenon vibes. Like, I feel like I'm getting ready to get on a spaceship after I cut this video off. Like, how are we feeling? Like, this is so cute. Back to the story. She's splitting the hair up, and then she starts on my hair. So she turns on the music. She asked me to show her a picture of what I wanted again. Which, why did you have me show you a picture if you were gonna give me bullshit? You could just give me bullshit and just been like, oh, well, you should show me the picture again. You know, get an excuse ready, get a lie ready. But she didn't. So I show her the picture of these medium box braids. I don't have a picture of them, but I mean, they're medium box braids. Use your imagination. So she starts on my head or whatever, and she shows me the first braid, and like, it feels like it's medium, and like it looks like it is from like the part that I can see right here. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. And she's doing my hair for like 30 minutes. We're just listening to music. Her baby's still running around and stuff. The person on the couch wakes up, and they're kind of talking back and forth too. And then like after that 30 minutes, somebody calls and the music's off. So of course I'm sitting here ear hustling, because I mean, there's no entertainment, there's no TV, the music's off, the baby can't talk to me. So I mean, I'm getting ready to ear hustle, girl. What do you expect me to do? So she's talking or whatever. She's talking about niggas ain't shit, yada yada. And then she gets to talking about how like I guess her only head of the day. So after this, she's getting ready to do some other stuff, run some errands. And then she gets to talking about how she got a bill due at the end of the week or something like that. A bill? That should have really been my cue to get up and leave. If everything else didn't say, girl, she's getting ready to fuck your head up, that definitely should have told me to leave. Like, if you needed your electric bill paid, you should have just said that. And then you should have said it to somebody else, because I'm not paying for that. Like, when people have bills due, they be trying to overcharge you. Like, they be trying to lie and shit and scam you. And that's exactly what happened, y'all. So she's talking about how she has this bill due, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets off the phone. So she starts doing my hair again. And I'm really not paying no mind to what she said about the bill, even though Like now I can say like, girl, that was a huge red flag. She's gonna have you pay that electric bill. I was not thinking that at the time. So she keeps doing my hair and we're getting like halfway done or whatever. And there's a knock on the door. Now I told y'all, this looks like a trap house. So I'm back scared again. I don't know who's at the door. I don't know who's coming through. I don't know who's knocking on your door. I can't see out the windows. Like, I'm getting scared. So the person on the couch gets up and answers the door. And it's like, I guess the girl who's braiding my hair, it's her family or whatever. So they come in and they're like talking and stuff. And she's talking to them while she's still kind of doing my hair. And then they sit down and they're still talking on like the couch that's kind of behind me, but like to the side. So they're talking or whatever. She's still doing my hair. And then she stops and she goes to get a drink. So now I'm starting to look at my hair, because before I couldn't look at my hair. And I thought, you know, it's going to be okay, because I felt the first braid and it was okay. It was like the right size or whatever from what I could tell. So I'm not really thinking, even though there's like a mirror kind of to the side to me, like I'm not really thinking to look at my hair, because you have a lot of clientele and you're gonna do a good job. Like, I'm not that person that's like raking through my hair as you're doing my hair. Like, I don't know. I just be trusting the process, and I trusted too fucking bad on this one. I shouldn't have trusted shit. So I'm trusting the process, but once she leaves, like I start looking at my hair and I'm like pulling it to the front, because red flag, whatever number this is, she had my hair to the back. Like when she was done doing the braids, she was putting them to the back. She wasn't putting them to the front like some people do. You didn't want me to see that shit. So once she goes and gets this drink, here's my opportunity to kind of pull my hair to the front and look at it. And y'all, there was flyaways all over the braids, which granted, I'm like, okay, she's probably gonna cut this off. Like, you know, sometimes there's some flyaways sticking out the braids before they're dipped and all that. So she's gonna cut these off. Okay, let that go. The braids are huge. I'm a little upset. I want a medium. But, you know, whether they're medium or large, as long as they look good, it's gonna be okay for this trip. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna keep these in. It's just, I need to get this done now because my hair looks crazy. So, okay, they're large. I'll let this slide too. So you know when you get long braids, right? Which, you know how you get long braids and you can kind of see where they added in more braiding hair to like extend it. So I'm seeing like the huge knot part that's usually up here, but it's like in the middle of the braid too, where she's added more hair. Why am I seeing that? I'm not no braider or nothing, but why am I seeing that? So again, I'm like, but the braids, y'all, the braids weren't braided all the way down. Like, you know how some people braid half the braids, and then once they're done with all the braids, they'll go back and like finish up the ends and dip them. So I'm just like, okay, the braids aren't all the way done. Maybe she's gonna fix it. Like, I keep giving this bitch the benefit of the doubt. Like, why are you giving her the benefit of the doubt? She's giving you all of the doubt. So I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt, and I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, as long as it looks decent by the time I'm done, like, I'm not gonna trip. Like, I just really need my hair done. That's my problem. You can't be desperate and getting your hair done, because you're gonna get bullshit. So I'll push it back to the back. She's coming up with her drink or whatever. She continues doing my hair. So she's finishing my hair, and I'm still kind of looking in the mirror at these big ass cricket braids and kind of upset. But, you know, I'm thinking it's gonna get better. She's gonna dip it. She's gonna cut these flyaways. Like, it's a little chunky, but it's okay, you know. So no, these braids were stiff as fuck. Like, I couldn't even wear the braids down once I was done. Like, it was terrible, y'all. I will say though, she slayed the fuck out of my edges. Like, she was souping my edges for like 30 minutes. She was getting them bitches right. My edges lasted for 5 days. I ain't never had my edges last for more than a day. Like, my shit was laid. But I guess she had to lay my hair like in the front to hide all the bullshit that was going on in the back, like to kind of disguise a little bit. Like, damn, look at her edges. Not damn, look at the bitch braids. No, they were really terrible. I'm gonna insert pictures and videos in here so y'all can really see what the fuck was going on, because I'm not even playing. Like, these were terrible. So they get done, she gets done with my hair or whatever. You know how they be when you look in the mirror and shit, and I'm just like, okay. So I turn around back to the chair, and I'm getting in my purse, and I'm like, how much is it? Y'all, this bitch said 140. I'm getting ready to show y'all these 20 braids. She looked in my face with 20 braids and they're short as fuck. Mind you, I told y'all it looked like she had added some hair in. How the fuck did you add some hair in and my hair is up to my neck? So she looked at me and said 140. Go to hell. Immediately, you had me pay your electric bill, bitch. Go to hell. Go to hell. She said 140. So this is little me, y'all. So I'm not confrontational at this point. Like, now, me, I would have been like, no. Like, this is not worth 140. I'm sorry. I'm not paying you that. But little me, I just paid the 140 so I can get the fuck out of this trap house. And I didn't even realize how bad the braids were until I literally got outside and could just see how terrible it was. Like, when I tell y'all, I pulled off in tears. Because I had no other option but to wear this shit. Like, it was so stiff. Like, literally, when I show y'all the videos, I had to have it. I have one video of where it was down. And then I had to have, like, a little style when I went out of town because it was just so ugly. It didn't even look right down. The ends that she supposedly dipped were dry as a bone. I guess the hair, I mean, not the hair, but the water that she had wasn't hot enough. So it didn't even properly seal the ends of the braids. It was just really terrible. And she had the nerve to look at me and say 140. Like, hell, you need to go to hell. But yeah, y'all, that's the time a hairstylist scammed me, and she still has clientele to this day. And you know what? The bitch knew she fucked up on my hair too, because she posts, like I said, she be posting people's pictures. She did not post my shit. Ever. Never posted it. Ever. She knew that shit was fucking terrible. You had the nerve to do that shit to me, bitch. You ain't right. You ain't right. But that is the end of the story time, y'all. And let me know if y'all have ever had anything like this happen to y'all. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for tuning in. Please leave like a purple heart in the comments so I know you made it to the end. Look at these purple heart earrings, y'all. Leave me a purple heart so I know y'all made it to the end. I want to see who my real, true, ride or die supporters are. And I will see y'all in my next upload. Bye.
Go to the Drake, whatever they gonna play. It's high, and niggas won't take.